I have three goals, basically. The first is to tell you about the concept of paid forward. The second is to show you a little bit of how fun it was to do the project on GeneXus Evolution 2. And the third is to actually, can you go one more? The second is to show you the Evolution 2 and how I used it. The third, one more, is for Gabriel and I are here basically to get some iPad love, because that's one of the prizes we're going to get today. So that's the third intention for today. This is the movie Paid Forward. How many of you here have seen the movie? Quite a bit of you. Okay, so my idea was to remind you of the concept, and so you can have it more up to speed on your daily lives, and also for the people that never heard of it, to tell you the story about it. And basically, the paid forward concept is, let's say my friend James Polite, raise your hand, James, is doing a random act of kindness to somebody else. Let's say Teresa. Raise your hand, Teresa. Okay, so Teresa has the option to, instead of when she says thank you to James, James answers, you know what, paid forward. So Teresa does another random act of kindness to Jeff Randolph up here, and also to my friend here that I don't know your name. Hello, computer, GeneXus.
Oh, Rick.
Rick. And he does another to Rick. So that way the goodness starts to multiply around. Go to next. And it's not really sure. Okay, it's there. So this is the little application Paid Forward. How did it come to life, Paid Forward? It's a very small application. You'll see it's nothing like what Gabriel showed you. I have not been testing the beta Evolution 2 at all. I actually don't program so much. I'm a product manager and a project manager. But what I did is I thought of a concept that would be fun to show. I like what Marcelo showed in the cow Facebook application kind of thing. And I'm like, I like to use those pretty controls that Evolution 2 has. So I found a little application, very simple. It's based on only one transaction, and to show those little different controls. The first screen, it has basically 6 options. The first option is going to be to browse shares. So the idea is for people here to post things that they can share with the community. I'm very much into local organic grow stuff. So I just, as an example, I put some produce in there. And that's one way of navigating, by browsing the names and the images. The next option would be to navigate with a map type of control, where you see all the dots of where locations are, and then you can also click on top of one and see the detail, and you can go further into more detail for the particular produce. The third option is a browsing in a type of a gallery. So you can go through images and choose what looks more interesting to you. In the fourth place, we have an option to add your own share. And it's a very simple screen where you add your new produce that you want to share with others in the community. Paid Forward is a simple link to a web page tracking the page or tag name in Twitter. There's always some activity there, luckily. And then lastly, there's a tweeted option, which basically will allow you to have that keyword tagged in, and you can share, actually, depending on your cell phone, you're going to be able to share with either a text, send a text message, different send to Facebook, send to Twitter. Let's see a little bit of what happened inside GeneXus. Inside GeneXus, we were having very little things happening, really. The whole application was built with very simple steps. I just created a new KB with Ruby and Evolution 2. I created a new transaction, very simple thing, we all know how to do that. And then I applied a pattern that is the work with for smart devices up there. I applied that pattern that generated all the work with objects for me, specifically for devices. Next, we just did a save as of the same transaction. So I told you the whole application is based on one transaction. It's very, very simple. And what it does is I saved that transaction, and I created a different control when I applied the work with devices. So now, instead of seeing a browse list, we're seeing a map. okay? And the third thing I did is another save as of the same transaction, and this time I chose the gallery control to navigate the same stuff. In the fourth place, what we did is created a dashboard object. The dashboard object, as you already know probably, is the object, the main object of smart devices. A lot of magical things happen in GeneXus as you're doing this process, because the moment you add a dashboard, automatically you start having a smart devices generator added to your project. And then the dashboard object itself is very simple. So with a few clicks, I added all the options to the work with. I added one more option to start the transaction in mode insert, so people could add new stuff in the database. And then there's, no, go back. Thank you. Basically here, there's also the option of the interop. You can see the last option with the interop. That option is the start of, let's search. Yeah, that option of the interop here, you can see that this is the start of extensibility, which is going to bring great things for us in this generator. The one last thing that I did, and this was quite magical indeed, I have to tell you, was to change one of the properties in the Ruby generator to deploy to the cloud. And as soon as I did that, a new database in MySQL database handler started to be added also magically to my project. And with one F5, everything was built into the cloud. This project was built, it was a Thursday night, okay? And I'm asking Dan in an email, can we extend the deadline until Monday, because I didn't even start yet. So I go to a store and I find this lady, and I'm still busy doing other stuff. I'm not there in the KB yet, where I would like to be. I find this lady that is scrambled trying to swipe her card, and it's being denied, you know. So I'm there in the line, you know what, I'm gonna swipe mine, and you pay forward. So that was kind of the inspiration she gave me to start this project, because I was actually thinking of doing a messaging thing where everybody here in an event could communicate and share information and contact, which I really like, but it would need other features that are not completely ready yet. So this is what we end up with. I don't know how many of you noticed these bullets with numbers in there throughout the last slides. Anybody can guess what those numbers would be? The orange number and the blue number?
How much are you going to pay to them?
Yeah, I might be short there still. Anybody can guess? No?
Number of clicks.
Number of clicks is one of them. Very well, George. And the second one is the number of keystrokes. So basically, this application was built over a weekend with no support, because it happened to be that Semana Santa, well, in Uruguay, they have a whole week of Easter celebration. And everybody pretty much is gone. So I'm here with trying the new generator, never done anything with it before. And it happens to be that it's Easter week, and nobody's there to support. So it was pretty much Gabriel and I interchanging messages in the forum. But as we can see, with only 70 clicks and 380 keystrokes, I built this application. It's very simple, but it's a nice application that a lot of people would appreciate having, I'm sure, a lot of our customers. Really? Are you serious? With 70 clicks and 380 strokes, you build an application? This is pretty amazing. I had so much fun doing this project, and I really thought this generator is ready to go and do fun stuff. I tested in September earlier, and it was just a beta. Now it's a beta as far as stability I found. But when it comes to the features, I mean, we are having a lot of meat and juice there to use. I suggest that all of you go to the lab 130, I believe it is. Can you go to the next? Go to the lab today. Test and do a little application like the one I did. You probably can do it in the whole hour that you're going to be there. And when you feel the passion and the potential that this version has, spread the word, pay it forward.